Welcome back to the video. In this one we're reviewing the Halo Ultima. It's our second 2025 dashcam from Road Angel. Previously we looked at the Halo Play. This is 4K on the front, 1080p on the rear, and it's available for $279.99. Main difference is between the two is that this one lacks a screen on the back. It's reliant on you connecting to the application and configuring everything through the app. You can of course get a 20% discount using our code that's up on screen now, so CRD20. So with that said, let's quickly show you what's included inside the box and then the dashcam in more detail. Two sets of cable, one for the front dashcam using USB-C and one for the rear dashcam using micro USB-C. So this one's obviously a lot longer because it needs to go from the front to the back, but you get the idea. The rear dashcam, 1080p 25 frames per second, totally adjustable, and there's your micro USB-C connector. 12-volt USB-C adapter and a plastic pry tool to help you feed the cable around your trim in your car. And finally we have the hardwire kit adapter. So looking at the Halo Ultima dashcam itself, it's 4K, 30 frames per second on the front, 1080p 25 frames per second on the back. It's got adjustable camera up and down, quick release mount just like the Halo Play. It's got the same heated vents, so this emits a little bit of heat when you're in parking mode, so that if it's snowed or iced, it will expose enough of the camera to continue recording. Up to 256 gigabytes in storage. There is obviously no screen on the back, so it relies on you connecting through the app. And again, no buttons. It has the built-in ADAS Advanced Driver Assistance System, so things like lane departure warning, collision detection, it can do that based on the camera and using some smart software built inside. And it has some basic voice recognition as well, so you're able to tell it while it's driving, lock the video, take a photo, and a few other basic commands, and it's able to do this. I've demonstrated this in the Halo Play, so I'll throw that clip in now just to give you an idea of what that actually works like. Take photo. And then finally, the parking mode, new for 2025 as well, is two-tier parking mode. So it actually allows you to either use time-lapse to save a bit of storage on your SD card, or you can have standby mode where it relies on the G sensor being triggered before it actually captures the footage. So with that said, let's connect the application and show you what's available in terms of the settings, and we will then go and show you some test footage. So here we have the Halo Playback app open. You can see it's going to ask me to connect to the Wi-Fi network, so let's go ahead and do that first. It says go to the phone settings and pair to the dashcam. You can see in the middle of the screen it says the default password is 1234567890. So let's go ahead and connect to the dashcam. Find the Halo Ultima, put in the password. Accept any prompts. Go back to the application, and as you can see we've immediately loaded. And here's the front camera, looking at the rear camera. And over on the top right hand side of the screen, if we were to press rear camera, you can see we are now looking at the front camera. So everything's working as expected. Let's quickly have a look at some of the settings that you can control through the app. So you can turn the microphone on and off. If you had the hardwire kit, you'd be able to adjust the parking mode and the time-lapse settings. You can turn on and off the speed stamp, so the GPS functionality. And you can turn on and off the voice commands. Again, I showed you how this works on the previous Halo Play video, but I've just toggled it on there for the sake of it. And then the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems speed unit. You can also choose whether to flip the rear camera depending how you mounted it. And then the length of your loop recording. So 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't have the 5-minute option like the Halo Play does. And various G sensor settings. Just jumping back to the camera, you do have this big icon at the bottom where you can just take a picture like so, and it will store that. You can go to the album. So album has 2 tabs. Over on the top left, you can see currently these are videos stored on my phone. There's 0. But if I click over on the right hand side and access the dashcam, you can see I've got 2 photos. One which I've obviously just taken right now, and then I've got 106 videos on this dashcam. So here you have the list of videos. Just before the extension .mp4, you can see it's either got an F for the front camera or R for the rear camera. Date order as well. Although the date is a slightly different format, it's not a UK format, but you can work it out relatively quickly. So here, for example, you've got the year's 2025 is the second month, February, and the 9th day, and the time is 2015, so 8:15 p.m. That's the front dash cam. I'm just going to click into it so we can see it. And you can see really quickly it started streaming already. So this is me actually parking up. Probably not the best footage to jump into, but over on the bottom you can see it's got the GPS and it's got the coordinates as well. Now if I wanted to download the footage, all I have to do is click back, press select over in the top right hand corner, find the video that I want to download, for example the rear and the front, press download, and that's the video now downloaded, and that'll be available in my gallery on my phone. So now let's take a look at some of the dashcam footage in a bit more detail. So as you can see, it's an overcast day, but the colors are very nice and contrast, very realistic to how they were on the day. You can easily make out the number plates thanks to the 4K resolution. I will have similar footage like this displayed from the 2K version of the dash cams, so in case you wanted to compare side by side 4K versus 2K. Rear camera, it's a 1080p camera again. It's pretty good. You can again make out the number plates. I do think my rear windscreen was a little bit dirty on the day because of the rain, so that's probably accounts for some of the blur that you can see there. And here are some nighttime clips. Unfortunately, it was raining whilst this video was done, but you can see it does a very good job still. You can easily make out the surrounding objects and some of the cars that are coming on. As mentioned before, if you do want to see what the 2K version, the Halo Guard, looks like, be sure to check out that video coming very, very soon, and that will give you a direct comparison of these clips. So that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's given you a bit more insight as to what you can exactly expect with this model of dashcam. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions, and remember to use the code CRD20 for 20% off.